Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters challenge we have from 1870 Old Forester, Brown-Forman's Old Forester Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 86 proof, aged, no age statement. Still dark outside. The first bottled bourbon. I bought this bottle, $3.75, beautiful plastic bottle. Nothing like the thud of plastic at Mathern's, and they had it on sale for $9.99, which I thought was a good price. Over here, we have Blanton's single barrel, the original single barrel. This is a 2014 dump. There's the S, jockey and horse. Thank you, Sonia, for this beautiful bottle. All right, this could be a tough challenge, but I think here on this Saturday morning, last day of August 2019, I think that the Blantons will be noticeable because of the strength. You know, it's a stronger product. I got enough Old Forester left for one more taste challenge. It's a stronger alcohol by volume, so it's going to shine through. The Old Forester is pretty strong itself, but the Blantons you're going to notice. Well, you'll notice that I notice. You know what I'm saying? Real cork. Old Forester be about $19 to $22 a bottle, I think, and then Blanton's is $55 to $60 a bottle. So we would assume, I don't know, Old Forester may not make it another taste challenge. This is not looking good as far as the amount. Well, that's too bad. But we'll see. Appearance, they're both golden, but it looks like the Blanton's a little darker. Nice alcohol legs. Won't be but it's not enough of a difference that if I glance at it, I'll know that's Blanton's, that's Old Forester. They're both amber. Brown-Forman, they own Jack Daniels now for the last 63 years. And Sazerac bought Shenley, I think it was called, Distilling in 1992, rebranded it, or it could have been 89, and then they started working on changing it up. Yes, 30 years ago. And they renamed it Buffalo Trace, renovated it, started growing it, introducing new brands. They didn't start Blanton's. Blanton's, I said, started in 1984 when it was the old owners, but that company was barely in business. I was on the tour, and they said they hardly had any employees. They didn't produce most days of the week. Then Sazerac took over and made it the big Buffalo Trace thing that it is today, the big empire, I guess you call it. Okay, so on the Old Forester website, it says, created in 1870, Old Forester is the only bourbon continuously distilled and marketed by the Found family before, during, and after Prohibition. Same people. Before, during, and after. Oh, both of these won gold at the San Francisco Spirits competition, World Spirits competition in 2019. 86 proof Old Forester delivers a genuine bourbon experience with rich, full flavor and smooth character that is ideal for sipping neat on the rocks with a splash of water or in a classic cocktail. Okay, so in other words, it's versatile. They're saying the aroma is sharp and sweet, with a strong floral character that swirls with hints of mint, rich tobacco leaf, and vanilla. The taste A touch of oak and pine provides a strong underpinning. Sharp at first, but softens quick. Kansas City Southern Railroad. Sharp at first, but softens quickly with hints of oak, sweet corn, and rye grain character. Spicy with soft vanilla and light orange notes. The finish. Long, warm, and slightly drying. Nice level of sweetness. I guess that would be your opinion if it's a nice level, but they're trying to sell it. Blanton's original single barrel. The nose vanilla. Now they're not as exquisite in their description here. Nose vanilla, palate citrus and oak, and creamy vanilla noses teased with caramel and butterscotch. Okay, they are elaborate. All underscored by familiar baking spices such as clove, nutmeg, and cinnamon. I never really noticed all those things that these companies talk about. On with the competition. Smells like typical bourbon to me. Meaning what? You know what I'm about to say. Corn. Corn on the cob, but grits. Corn grits without the salt. Maybe cornbread without the whatever they add to it. But there's some charred oak. But it reminds me of cornmeal even. And that's what I'm getting. No knock against it, but that's what I'm picking up. Yeah. Cornmeal, corn starch, corn grits. What about rye? Gives a little spice in the nose, perhaps. And perhaps. Vanilla. If you say so. They say vanilla. I don't really detect that. Pulling the shirt the wrong way. I mainly get corn and some wood and charred oak. The oak, the wood is the oak. Appearance, I better not look. We know that it's a tie, though. They both look nice in appearance. Aroma. Or now remember, we're talking $22 a bottle, about $60, $55, $60. So at least twice as much, over twice as much. So is the aroma of one double the aroma of the other as far as the experiential qualities? No, I would not say so. I would say it's pretty much a wash, a tie. You say, ooh. You're telling me a $60 bourbon isn't coming across in the nose any better than the $22 bourbon? $22 a bottle bourbon? That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm picking up. I can only taste these for me. I can tell you what I'm thinking. But that's all I can do. Now, smell them and taste them and say, this is what I think. There's no other way. And to be honest about it, I could lie. I could stage it some kind of way, but I'm not. Okay. The taste, the aroma is great on both of them. They're wonderful aromas. I'm not saying these don't smell good. They smell good. If you like bourbon, I tend to like bourbon. Notice I said I tend to like it. I'm not thoroughly geared in on it like other people. I talk to other people. They're just like, I gotta go get some bourbon. I love bourbon, and they just go berserk about it. Is it way better than other styles of whiskey, like blended American, Canadian, or Irish, or Scotch, single malt Scotch, Irish whiskey, and so on? I'm not totally convinced of that, but what do I know for bourbon? Taste. Same thing as the nose. Corn, maize if you're in Europe. Corn, man. Charred wood, pretty heavily charred wood, and a lot of corn, some sweetness too. But I don't know if it's corn starch or corn grits or cornmeal, whatever that is. It's that experience. Whether you say tobacco, nutmeg, allspice, all the stuff they're talking about. Like I say, if that's what they're saying, that's fine with me. I don't see it really like the Scotch companies talk about, oh, it tastes like a baked apple and all of this. It's nice to read it, like when you get on their website and they got all these pictures and they're saying baked apples and cinnamon and all, and it's, you say, wow, it's really elaborate. And then these websites here, oh, wow, man. But then you taste it and it's like, really, it's just a lot of corn grits. Like if you took a tostada or a tortilla chip without the salt and you ate it, and you think of it as being distilled or fermented into alcohol, it would kind of translate over from that to me. People could be really hostile about it if you say those things, but that's what I'm picking up. Like Scotch, they'll say all of that. Oh, it's so all of these things, and then to me, it just tastes like grain alcohol. Not bad, but somehow the basic nature of the product seems to shine through for me. Does that with beer too. And wine, you just say grapes. All right. And brandy, the same thing. Ooh. It's like somebody took a weed eater and just, pressed the button all the way down and it went, it was wide open. Wow. Last shot should have killed me. All right. It's all the things I described in the other one, the corn, but maybe there's a little fruitiness, something in the taste, perhaps. Yes. Do these have wheat and rye also? They could. And barley. Could they have barley? Like the Scotch has the barley single malt. Barley malt. Yes, they can have that. It doesn't matter what grains they have. They could use rice if they wanted, as long as what? Let's learn. These videos are like school. You say, well, what makes you a teacher? I'm certified. But what really makes it is that I read the regulations, which you could do. So let's learn. As long as it's at least 51% corn. You say, what, yellow corn or white corn? The regulations do not say. Just corn. Well, I guess they mostly use yellow corn. Could you use white? Yeah, would it taste different? Yeah, could you make it with blue corn? I suppose you could. It'd be a strange product. Somebody should come out with it in this flooded market. Blue corn bourbon. Uh-oh, shouldn't have said it. Somebody's going to take my idea. Blue Dog bourbon. Oh, that's pretty heavily charred though. Wow. Are they smooth? Well, yeah, I guess. But when you get into this high proof, to me, it's kind of hard to take. 80 proof is a little smoother. Oh, my nose. It's so spicy. My nose is getting. Okay, I think I've got it. This one here in my right hand, could be to your left. This one seems to have less alcohol. It seems a little more watery. Not to say that it's watery. It's watery relative to the other one. Still, it's tough. Which one tastes better? This is the big part. I gotta stop doing these 5:30 in the morning. I would say it's about even. Now, that might sound like total treason. People from Louisiana would say that's treason. You called a Kentucky-owned company equal to Louisiana-owned. One is $60. The other one's $22. You're stupid. I hate you. You can say anything you want. I'm calling it as I'm tasting it, okay? Am I seeing that the Blanton's $60 bottle is better than the $22 Old Forester? Look, I don't even know if I could tell them apart. I don't even know if I'm on the right track. Like I'm thinking this is the Blanton's, but I'm not even that sure. Can a much cheaper product, and this is a venerable product going back to 1870, let's think about that for a moment. This is not thrown together. Don't in your wildest dreams think that they're taking Old Forester and just slinging it together as some ordinary old average whiskey. Wrong. The quality control at Brown-Forman is quite intense, and they're not playing games over there. It's like Budweiser. People will say Budweiser. They just sling it together. If you believe that, you don't know what you're talking about. Is it past its heyday? Well, yeah. Is Old Forester in its heyday? Is this 1943? But still, it's there, it sells, and they're serious about it. Blanton's is in its heyday. Everybody's still 35 years after it was introduced, excited about it. Now, one day that will change. And it's like KBS, founders KBS, people used to wait in line for it. It would sell out within minutes all across America. Now it sits on the shelf, lingering, getting very little attention. I ought to know. I see it just sitting there, withering on the vine. Do they still take great care with it? Yeah. Are they going to keep making it if it's not selling? Now, this is a great question. I don't know. What's the purpose of making it? Because the stores aren't going to want to buy it, get stuck with cases of it. We can't, because the price is so high, people don't want to buy it, you see. All right. Whereas Old Forester, the price is reasonable and people will buy it. Even $55 for Blanton's is nice. You got these people going to pay $100 on a no. On a reshop. Somebody bought it and flipped it. It's your money. Do what you want. I think this is the Blanton's, and I'll know it because it'll say B on the tag. But is it way, way better than Old Forester? I'm not even saying it's better than Old Forester. I say it's kind of a tie now. So which one would I buy? Common sense. I buy the one that's $22. I didn't pay for the Blanton's because somebody gave it to me. Oh, well. She said, you want it? I'm not going to drink it. I said, sure. Who's going to turn that down? He said, well, I don't drink bourbon, so I would turn it down. Wait, I'm talking about what bourbon drinker would turn it down. You know the answer, nobody. Okay, so please say B. Oh, for Old Forester. Oh, heck. I couldn't even tell them apart. Nah. But remember on that draw, when I took that first sip of this, I was like, oh. It was so strong, it kind of set me back. So I should have known that it was more higher proof, but it was hard to say. It's hard to say, hard to say. Now, some people might laugh, scoff, ridicule. Oh, I say, oh, you're totally wrong. Anybody in the world could tell these two apart. You got no sense. Even though they both won a gold medal this year, 2019. I know, different class, still bourbon. All right, well, look, let's say I'm wrong. You might be way better at testing these out than I am. I wouldn't argue against that. You might be. But there's one thing. You got to make the video, you see. Not use an alias, not hide your face, be a keyboard warrior. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. If I'm wrong, you got to make the video, do a blind taste test, and show me I'm wrong. I'm not seeing a lot of those out there. Oh, yes, from time to time, I will see them. It's very uncommon. So, you know how they're going to come at you? Yeah, so if you come at me, that's fine. I couldn't tell them apart. But for me to entertain what you're saying, I got to see your video. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it. You got to step up or step off, right? So very interesting, intriguing. Now, the next one tomorrow, I'm planning to do one tomorrow, is Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 versus Blanton's. Now, if that one is a failure, if I can't tell those apart, then we really could start to question things. But you never know until you try it, right? You can predict anything, but until it happens, you really don't quite know. So thanks for watching this video production. I'm going to watch the news. Have a great Saturday.